Okay, so we are going to be multiplying binomials using the box method, and I'm also going to use the double distribution as well. Okay, starting with number 1 for the box method. I'll put my factors on the outside, and it doesn't matter where I put them. Then I would say x times x, this gives me x squared. X times negative 3 gives me negative 3x. X times negative 4 gives me negative 4x. And negative 4 times negative 3 gives me a positive 12. So now I need to combine my like terms here. So that's negative 4x plus negative 3x gives me a negative 7x. So then the product would be x squared in here, and then minus 7x and plus 12. Okay, so on number 2, let's draw our box. I'll put my x minus 5 up here and 5x plus 1 here. So now I'm ready to do my multiplying. So 5x times x gives me 5x squared, and 5x times negative 5 gives me a negative 25x, and x times 1 gives me 1x, and 1 times negative 5 gives me a negative 5. Again, I want to combine my like terms. So that would be 1x plus negative 25x, which gives me a negative 24x. So my product is going to be all of those that are circled. So it would be 5x squared minus 24x minus 5. Okay, so for number 3, my box, I'm going to put my 4x minus 1 on the top and x minus 2 on the side. So x times x and 4x gives me 4x squared. X times negative 1 gives me negative 1x. 4x times negative 2 gives me a negative 8x, and negative 2 times negative 1 gives me a positive 2. So now I combine my like terms here. So I have negative 8x plus negative 1x, and that gives me a negative 9x. So all the ones that I've circled are going to be in my product. So it would be 4x squared minus 9x plus 2. Okay. All right, so for number 4, I have x plus 5 on the top and 4x plus 2 on the side. So 4x times x gives me 4x squared. 4x times 5 gives me 20x. 2 times x gives me 2x, and 2 times 5 gives me 10. Now combine my like terms. So I have 2x plus 20x, which gives me 22x. So everything that's circled is going to be in my product. So I have 4x squared plus 22x plus 10. Okay, number 5. So on the top I'll have 4x minus 2, on the side x plus 4. So x times 4x gives me 4x squared. X times negative 2 gives me a negative 2x. 4 times 4x gives me 16x, and 4 times negative 2 gives me negative 8. Here are my like terms. So 16x plus negative 2x gives me a 14x. I'm circling everything that will go on my product. So it would be 4x squared plus 14x minus 8. Okay, number 6. on my blocks. So up top I'll have x minus 2. On the bottom or side I'll have 4x plus 1. 4x times x gives me 4x squared. 4x times negative 2 gives me a negative 8x. 1 times x is just 1x, and 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So I'm going to combine my like terms here. So 1x plus negative 8x gives me a negative 7x. Let's circle everything that's in my product. So I would have 4x squared minus 7x minus 2. Okay, and now I'm going to start using my double distribution. So I'm first going to take my first term in the first binomial and multiply it with both terms in the second binomial. And after that, then I'll multiply my second term in the first binomial with both terms that are in the second binomial. So I would have 2x times 2x, which gives me 4x squared. And then 2x times negative 1 gives me a negative 2x. Now negative 1 times 2x gives me another negative 2x. And negative 1 times negative 1 gives me a positive 1. Okay, so I'm going to combine my like terms here. So negative 2x minus 2x gives me a negative 4x. So therefore my product would be 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay, number 8. Doing the same thing as in number 7. So 4x times x gives me 4x squared. 4x times negative 5 gives me negative 20x. 5 times x gives me a positive 5x. And 5 times negative 5 gives me a negative 25. So I'm going to next combine my like terms. So negative 20x plus 5x gives me a negative 15x. So therefore my product would be 4x squared minus 15x minus 25. Okay, going on to number 9. So 2x times 2x gives me 4x squared, and 2x times 3 gives me 6x. Negative 3 times 2x gives me a negative 6x, and negative 3 times 3 gives me a negative 9. So I'm going to combine my like terms, which is going to just give me a 0. So then I would have 4x squared minus 9 as the product. Okay, number 10. So I would have 2x times 3x, which is going to give me 6x squared, and then 2x times 2, which is 4x. 4 times 3x gives me 12x, and 4 times 2 gives me 8. Now I will combine my like terms here. So 4x plus 12x gives me 16x. Therefore my product is 6x squared plus 16x plus 8. Okay, number 11. So we have 3x times 2x, which gives us 6x squared, and 3x times negative 1, which gives me a negative 3x. Negative 2 times 2x gives me a negative 4x, and negative 2 times a negative 1 gives me a positive 2. So now I'm ready to combine my like terms. So negative 3x minus 4x gives me a negative 7x. So therefore my product would be 6x squared minus 7x plus 2. Alright, last one. So now 5x times x gives me 5x squared, and 5x times 1 gives me 5x. Negative 3 times x gives me a negative 3x, and negative 3 times 1 gives me negative 3. So now all I have to do is combine my like terms. So 5x minus 3x gives me 2x. So therefore my product would be 5x squared plus 2x minus 3. And then that's it.